you.
So anyways, while I am thinking about it, guys, I need to advertise because I have a crap ton of stickers. I have the red Unwrecked stickers. I have black Unwrecked stickers. Sean just sent me a huge pile of the white Unwrecked stickers. Now, if you guys are interested in these, they are $5 a piece, and there's going to be a link below to my email. Send me an email. I do payments through PayPal, and I'll send them out to you. I do everything myself, so just get a hold of me on there. International, if I have to ship it overseas, I believe it's $2 shipping. Anyways, let me start this episode off by telling you that I can't help but feel like YouTube is just giving me the shaft. My views have dropped a little bit, not a lot. I'm constantly getting subscribers, just a little bit at a time. That's no big deal, but my videos used to bring me anywhere from $20 to $40 the first day. After that, it pretty much tapers off. You don't get a lot after that. The last month or two, every video the first day, I've been getting like $5 to $12 in the first day, and then taper off to nothing. I'll just put it this way, my revenue has dropped more than half what I used to get, which the revenue is not really what I live off of, but I was kind of getting used to having that, and it kind of helps with everything that I have going on here. I also want to thank the people. I had a GoFundMe on there to help with garage stuff, and I came nowhere close to my goal, but the people that donated to that, I do want to thank you guys. The money that I got there went to insulation, basically. That's all I could get with it. So I got a bundle of insulation to do the gym and some of this. And we still have a lot more to go. Have a lot of work to do, guys. My lift is at a friend's house. He does blasting, powder coating and stuff. And he's had it for like 3 months. And it's just been sitting outside, not being touched. Says he's busy. He just told me the other day, he said, man, we just got a lot of work in. I was like, oh, right? When did you get that work in? He was like, oh, last week. I was like, oh, because I think my lift's been there for 3 months now. So I'm going to go get it. I'm going to wire wheel it. I got some small repairs to do on it. Nothing major, but I got to get some steel to do that. And it's basically the floor plate. I gotta cut the end of the floor plate off and put a new piece in there because I don't like the way it looks. I got a welder, and I like welding, so I'm just going to do that. Anyways, back to this YouTube subject. Me and Sean, we're not getting the views that we used to, and we're not getting the subscribers, and it is a little frustrating because like we put more and more effort into our videos, and we're getting less and less view time, and it's weird. I always insert the ads into my videos, and the last 2 videos in a row, I've had several different people tell me that like no ads came up. They watched the whole video from start to finish with no ads. And then another thing that happened to me is I like doing the premieres, and you know, because I like to interact with you guys and talk to you guys, and you know, like get your input on things, and I just like watching them with you guys. It's fun for me. And the last 2 premieres I did 2 in a row. Was it last week? It was 2 weeks ago. I did Saturday and Sunday premieres. Saturdays I had 5 to 8 people in there max the whole time, and Sundays I had like 5 to 10 max. And everybody that I talked to said they didn't get notified of it. Like they're not getting notifications that I'm putting videos out. So I don't know what's going on. YouTube's not really helping me out here, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to quit doing what I'm doing, but it's frustrating. But with all that being said, that's why I wanted to explain to you guys, I will be inserting more ads into my videos. I never wanted to do that because I like to limit it to so many ads. You might see 1 to 2 more ads in the video. I'm still gonna try to keep them spaced out. I'm not gonna put them in there every minute, but I'd like maybe every 5 minutes have an ad in there. And I'm doing away with the ad at the very end of my videos because I'm pretty sure people click off the videos before it even gets to that ad, so I don't get anything from that anyways. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little explanation of why I'm going to be adding the ads on there. I hope you guys understand and you're not upset about it, but the extra revenue really helps with everything that I do here. So I'm trying to build up my revenue. I was making more revenue on YouTube when I was doing 2 videos a week, and I've been doing 3 videos a week now since the holidays. And for the first couple weeks of the holidays, I was making a decent, well, compared to what I've been making, I'll say it was decent. It's not crazy, you know. I'm not making Goon Squad money over here. That's for dang sure. And it doesn't pay my bills or nothing. It just helps out with what's going on here. So, anyways, I just want to get all that out of the way. How do you feel about this whole YouTube ordeal? Huh? You don't like it? You don't like it? You need more views. Yeah. We need more revenue. What? I'm not YouTube. Well, guys, fast forward a couple of days later. First thing you will notice. What do you guys notice? First off, there is no Accord. There's a reason for that. It's because it's gone. New owner got it already. Somebody saw it, wanted it, loved it, got it, basically. It's a heat wave today. I just got home from work. It's up to 18 degrees. It was -2 this morning. It's freaking cold, so I'm not doing anything in the garage right now. I got to go get some diesel fuel to fill up the heater. The other day, off camera, I did a simple little install. Let me get a light. Hold on. All right. So I was just doing some digging under the hood of the Eclipse there. Hope you didn't see it already. But this thing had 2 little Jegs catch cans. Let me show it to you. Right here. They had these plumbed in. Of course, you can see the one was getting pretty oily. This one was staying fairly clean. There's nothing wrong with these. I think I'm going to keep a hold of them, so I have them. But just the way they were plumbed in, it was rickety. And let me come up here. Right here, this fitting going in. They had tape wrapped around that tight so that it would seal. I got a rubber grommet, cut it to fit, got that in there. I needed a longer hose for my coolant tank. Now, give it, okay, I didn't want to be Ricer. You see all these blue lines, okay? I did not want blue lines, but the hardware store was out of 3/8 in black, and this was all that they had. So, anyways, eBay. For 14 bucks, I got, let me see if I can, it's packed in there tight. But it's an oil catch can. It has a sight glass. See if you can see that there. So you can see when it's getting full. All I did was ran my vents. This one comes over to a T right here. This one goes into a 2. They go to the catch can, from the catch can back to the manifold, and the other one, there's a T right there. And then it comes over to the intake right there. It was a very clean and simple install, and for $14, I was going to recommend this. I thought it was pretty neat, but I don't think it's going to work out well. When I took the fittings out to put the lines on and everything, I put some thread tape on them and everything. But when I had it open, there is no baffle inside of this catch can. It is basically just in and out. They just go in and it's wide open inside. So I don't know how good that's going to work, but whatever. Cleaned up the engine bay. It does look a little bit better. I had an oil leak right here, obviously, because of them just having tape wrapped around it. Was very crappy. That's a lot better. Another thing I need to address sometime this weekend is the battery. I want to get a better ground wire. I just kind of like chopped that one up and made that ground wire, but I want to get some wires and throw a couple ground wires, because right now the only ground wire on it runs right there to the firewall, and it's just like a small ground wire. The battery needs clamped down, so I'm going to have to weld a bracket or make a bracket so that I can hold this battery down, and it needs to be... I need to look at the wiring. I need to see how much wiring I have, where I can move stuff, because I kind of want to move... I kind of want to move some things here. But yeah, this right here is a cruise control unit, and the kid had super glued it, but what happened, obviously, it was holding. His battery is loose, so it just slid over and broke it off. But I need to start sanding and prepping this thing. We got to do a little bit of body work. I'm not going to go crazy with it. I mean, there's like right here, I want to get some putty on that, make that a little bit smoother and nicer, because it's, you know, that got bent up from the old hood being flipped up. There's a dent on the quarter panel here somewhere. Okay, there's several, but there's a good one back here I kind of wanted to take care of. Maybe it was, yeah, there's one right here. And on the other side, there's a pretty decent dent too, right here. And I had pushed that one out, but now it's like two small dents. So I can't really get in there behind it now with all the interior in. So we're just going to putty and try to smooth that out. But for the most part, I'm not getting carried away with this. I got to remove the wing. We'll take the lights out and everything. I might just start removing some part. Like I might take the rear bumper off and paint it off the car. It's a big piece, and it'd be a lot easier to paint up on a stand. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? I need to get this thing clean underneath so I can undercoat it. I got Permatex. I got 6 cans. Yeah, 6 cans of Permatex. What we'll do is we'll take all the wheels off, do in every wheel well, and then I'll get it up on 4 jack stands, roll underneath, and get everything underneath. I want to get my lift in here, but it's just not looking like it's going to be able to happen this weekend, but I'm going to try. And I'm also going to look at a furnace for the garage. Decent price. It's only like 5 years old. And I already had one lined up, and it's sold already. So I'm hoping that this one's still available tomorrow, that I can pick it up. Because we need heat and insulation. I have to continue insulating this weekend. So I have a lot of things to do, and I just just thinking about it's making me like, yeah, I ever have so many things to do that like it makes you not want to do anything? Well, another single-digit day. I think it's like 9 degrees this morning. It's been snowing all morning, just real light snow, but it's so cold that it's not going anywhere. There's a secret squirrel. Many things have changed. 2 of the furnaces I was looking at now have sold. I found another one. I'm going to look at it right now. It seems like you need to jump on top of them when you find a deal. So I'm going to look at a furnace. It's a little bit smaller than the other ones, but should be efficient enough to heat the garage. It's not like we're keeping the garage room temperature. You know what I mean? It's just when I need it. And like today, like I need it. The Accord just left. We got rid of it this morning. I drove the Camaro there. It was that was fun. That was real fun. But and the lift, I said I was gonna get it this weekend. I don't think it's gonna happen this weekend. made arrangements with him. I don't have the equipment or the manpower right now to get it here and unloaded. He has a forklift and everything, the guy where it's at right now. And I told him, I said, you know what, don't worry about blasting or whatever. I'm going to take care of it, but we need to get it here. So it might be a couple weeks yet, but that's on my agenda for things to do. I really need to get insulating. Yeah, it's a little late now that it's really, really, really cold, and I'm going to get a furnace, which is going to be a little bit till we get that furnace hooked up too, because we're going to have to run duct work and all kinds of stuff, and I still have more electrical work to do. I want to build a workbench in the garage. I have lots of things going on, and I can sit here and ramble on and on about all this stuff, but let's just get on the road. Well, guys, it's going to be a long time until it's hooked up and operational with all the ductwork and everything, but right there, the bare essentials there. We got ourselves a furnace, paid $300 for it, so you can't really beat that. I tried to talk him down, he wouldn't take less. It is in good shape. It's not a brand new unit, but it looks to be in really good shape. So, he showed me they just upgraded their house. He said it worked fine and heated his whole house, and if it heat his whole house, it's going to heat the garage easy. And it's just a tad smaller than the one I have in the house already. So, but it's actually in better shape than the one that's in my house. So I'm gonna go home. I need to get this thing unloaded, and I don't have any help at the moment. So just me and this guy loaded this thing up, and that was a job. But yeah, so I'm just gonna unload it in the garage for now. It's not going in the basement because I still need to unhook my wood burner that's in the basement, which I ought to list that for sale online, because, you know, people want wood burners. I honestly, I like the heat that a wood burner put off, but just the space that the wood took up, and the labor and time you had to put in to get all the firewood and everything and cut and split, and it's just not worth it to me. It takes way too much of my time that I could be working on other things. So that, and the fact that I don't have a walkway into my basement, so I was always loading the wood in through a little window, which is covered up now because that's where the concrete's at. Not completely covered, that's where the ductwork's coming through. But yeah, it's covered up now, so I can't even load through that window. I'd have to find a different window to load in through, and it's just not, and it's dirty. Our basement is very dusty, and we would get bugs, and that's the downside to burning wood, is the bugs and stuff. Sorry, I have this thing on face tracking, and it's losing my face. Okay. But yeah, the bugs and dirt and stuff that you get from burning a wood burner and just everything, it just creates so much more work and stuff. And yeah, I know I'm probably being a whiny baby about it, but I'd rather be doing other things and using that time to do builds and stuff that I can buy oil with to heat my garage and house. So in the long run, I would love to get a used oil burner, but they're expensive, and it's gonna be down the road. But it'll be cost effective eventually if I go that route. But for right now, it's just not feasible for me.
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, raise it low, we got some heat.
All right, guys. So here's just a quick peek. The bumper is it's sitting on there. It's not bolted. I did actually drill those 2 bolts out of the fender that were stuck in there, so I can mount the bumper on this side. I can mount it on both sides. I don't have any bolts in it now. But as you can see, I changed that front piece just a little bit. Did some black work on it. We had some, I had some mess ups in the paint, like right at the edge here and on the inside of that edge. So I sanded them down the other day and threw it together like this, and doesn't look too bad. I also put those fog light covers in, even though we're not running fog lights. I am going to mount those in, and I did paint those also to match the center. So they look pretty good. What I'm going to do now, well, let me show you. Here's the furnace I got. It's up to 86,000 BTU. Nothing spectacular. I mean, it's going to do what I need it to do. Got some duct work with it. But it's going to be a while till I can get it in and plumbed and everything. Right now, I want to focus on finishing the gym. So, that, and then I want to do some little things on this today. It's what I'm going to start with. So, I'm going to turn around and go back to Lowe's since my truck is already nasty, dirty. I mean, it's just iced over. What I want to do is, over here on this wall, we're going to drill a hole here somewhere. And there are these vent fans that you can get. They go inside your vents. I have 2 of them in the basement. Whenever I had the wood burner going, I would turn those vent fans on and it would suck the heat through the vents and up into the vents of the house, and they worked awesome. So I'm going to wire one here with a switch through the steel, and we'll put a switch box here, and then whenever I am going to run a car in here, I'm going to have to get some sort of tube or ducting. I looked online, you can get rubber exhaust vent, like decently priced. But these vents I want to get for on the wall here, they range from $20 to $30, something like that, which is 10 times cheaper than what you're going to get an exhaust ventilation system for. And they hold up the heat pretty well too, also. But I also need to get a flap valve that goes on the outside of the garage so that it's not wide open all the time, so my heat doesn't escape or cold air come in through this. So while I'm at Lowe's getting the insulation, I'm going to look for that stuff too, and we'll rig it up. I'm going to have to find a 2-into-1 kind of duct work or something, or a Y with tubing in case I'm doing something with dual exhaust on it in here. I don't really plan on running cars in here for long periods of time while I'm working, but I do see the comments, and I know everybody is concerned with my health.
Believe me, they've been concerned with my health since I've been born.
Okay, I also just officially made up my mind, since I'm going to be in Lewistown and the Accord sold. I'm going to go get myself a good floor jack. I know, it's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to get one. I've just been putting it off because the small one's been working. But with me gonna have to, I have to get the Eclipse up, get it up as high as I can on jack stands to get underneath it, to undercoat it and stuff. And it needs to be warm in there. So that's another reason why I'm going to get insulation. And the ladder, I want to get the roof insulated so it'll hold the heat even better in here. Guys, I finally have a proper jack for in the garage. I like the Daytona ones. They just seem better quality than the other ones that they have. I wanted a low profile one, and the Daytona ones, when I got on to my app and looked through, only one of them was on sale, and it wasn't the low profile one. It only, minimum height was 5 inches on it. So it was $30 more to get the low profile one, and it goes down to 3.5 inches and up to 20. The one they had on sale only went up to 18.5 inches. It didn't go up as high, and it didn't go down as low. So I spent the money, the moldy money, and I got the good one. So hopefully this thing will last me for years to come. But they do seem really nice. Now I can't give you an honest opinion on whether it's a good one or not because I haven't actually used it yet, but we'll find out today. Maybe I should have spent some of my moldy money on a ladder tall enough that I could reach the top of my garage, but I'm only ever going to really need it for that like one time. But anyways, I can't get a hold of anybody to borrow a ladder. I know several people that have ladders that they would let me borrow them, but I can't get a hold of them right now. So right now, I'm going to get home and just assemble all my stuff I have. I did get the stuff to make an exhaust fan. I'll show you guys that when I get home. All the installation to do the ceiling in the garage, I got that. And I'm trying to think. But anyways, when I get back, I got the garage a mess. I got another shelf. I'm gonna have shelves all over the garage. I got another plastic shelf. This one I'm gonna keep like chemicals and stuff on because it's a lighter one. And it has a flat surface, so the cans will sit on it a lot better. But anyways, I get back. I need to clean the garage out. I wanted to move the Eclipse and put it up on jack stands, take the wheels off, so I can get it ready for undercoat. But like, I really want to clean the underside before I put the undercoat on, and it's just too cold to do that. I can't spray up underneath. I'd be hand scrubbing basically if I was going to do that. So I don't know that I'm going to do that yet. I might just have to postpone that. Maybe I'll start sanding. I really sorry guys. It's just like random day of me just buying tons of stuff that I need because I got rid of a car. So fun. I'm gonna put that together. I'm sure there's not really much to it. I just put this shelf together I got from Lowe's. I'm gonna use that as a chemical shelf because this one kind of sucked because it's not flat. This one, each shelf only holds 50 pounds, but it's perfect for chemicals. So I did paint, chemicals here, and cleaning stuff, and then I did put plastic dip over here, what I had left. And then I need to clean this rack off. I'm probably going to use this for power tools and stuff for right now, just to set on. And that, I'm going to have my chargers and probably more tools and random crap on there, like all the body stuff here. I got these out. I'm going to rescuff those and repaint those since I ran out of clear on them. So they're not really, I don't know if you look at them right, they're not shiny like that bumper turned out. So, I got a bunch of random tools too. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you the exhaust vent stuff I was telling you about. So hold on a second. Alright, so basically this is what my exhaust ventilation system is going to consist of. This is going to go on the outside of the garage, as you can see. It's a dryer vent, so they can hold up to some heat, you know what I mean? That was like, I think $8 to $9. This reducer, I don't remember how much it was. I'll have to look at, or whatever, this adapter. But it goes up to 6-inch. Then, this corrugated inline duct fan is going to attach right to this, and then we'll run a vent hose right off of it. So, these things actually do kick a good bit of air through them. So, put one on your intake and supercharge your beast! Alright, my ingenious plan was not so ingenious. Don't do that. At least not this thing. These flaps are too heavy. It doesn't generate enough air to open these flaps, so then it kind of just blows back. But let me show you. I'll show you how it works. I have the adapter on. I'll probably use my old dryer vent thing because I'm gonna need one of those anyway for the house. But it's on. You can hear it's pretty quiet. So anyway, here, we'll show you. It's gonna suck my shirt in. It's not like, you know, oh my god, but it's gonna evacuate exhaust, so that's all it needs to do. And now I'm gonna show you guys how to install true cold air intake on the Eclipse. Let's go.
I'm all jacked up. Woo!
Yeah, guys, I really like it. That thing, I'll tell you what, it's a tank. It's heavy. It's really heavy. I slid it off of the rack onto my cart and then slid it off my cart into my truck, and I didn't realize how heavy it was, so I picked it up to bring it inside the garage. It was like, holy crap. Anyways, I got junk everywhere. Everywhere. This dolly's got to move. The car's got to move. Well, the car's going to move, but it's going to come back again because I got to insulate up here. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that tomorrow. But, yeah, it's... Oh, man. Just so much stuff. I kind of want to get these painted tonight while I have them sitting here. Well guys, here we are again. I was editing my video, way too much footage. I don't want to make it any longer than it is right now. So I'm going to split the episodes up. I was going to do painting in this episode. There's a couple other things and modifications and stuff I wanted to fix on the car. I wanted to move some stuff. But you're going to see that on the next episode because I gotta cut this one off here. This was more of a vlog, so I hope you guys still enjoyed it. It's just an insight how my life is and what goes on in my head and the things I do. So anyways, if you guys like this video, go check out some of my other videos. Like, subscribe. Make sure you smash that bell so you get notifications. And we'll see you on the next episode of Unwrecked. Peace out!